Hey, hey, hey! Fancy meeting you guys here again.
I know. Nice to see you again.
Welcome back to the Flopsquad.
And again. And again.
You'll be surprised how again. It is.
So, how y'all been? How y'all doing?
I think they've been great, Sam. Can you not tell by the faces?
I have, I've been all right.
Yeah.
How you been? How you doing, love?
Do you know what? Third time or a bit. As you know.
Communicating.
I feel Anyways, let's go back to our game.
I feel that.
You know what? I feel like I'm not learning anything here.
What do you mean?
The languages.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Language,
like,
let's go.
how am I gonna?
Let's
how
go.
Am
I've been studying.
I'm gonna flop.
Okay, but let me give you a sentence first. ودالنا
One more time.
ودالنا You know, like when they play music, like thinking music.
Listen, I don't even have to think. Sam, this is not me thinking. This is me trying to figure out what I'm gonna say because this is not me thinking.
Just guess.
Okay. What's it to do? Like, give me around what?
I'm not giving you a clue before you've not even guessed anything. Like, make some mistakes.
Okay, so this isn't about making mistakes. Is it just like I have no clue where I am? It's completely dark.
Okay.
No light.
Say some words out loud.
Hungry. Food.
No.
Passion. Love.
We did that last week. Why would I ask you if you're hungry?
Because you thought I said, how are you doing? So you never know. You might ask the same question. Just to double check if I'm listening.
Maybe. This is true.
Looks like.
Do you remember the word I gave you last week? No, you don't, do you? Okay, I was never going to try. Anyways.
You're funny.
ودالنا
Basically, I heard that before as well.
Mm-hmm. You have, definitely. Do you know who says it the most?
Your mom.
Just guess.
Oba.
Yeah.
Is it like go away, be quiet or something like that?
No.
But like, she's like saying things like that.
No, it doesn't
Okay,
mean that.
so...
It's quite close though to that. Around that vicinity. It's like, it comes around with those words, you know?
Right, so it's like, leave me alone.
See, we're getting warmer.
Right.
We're getting warmer.
I'm going to knock you out if you don't leave me alone.
No. It's not aggressive. It's not aggressive.
No, she is. She's a good
What's a nice way of saying, like, leave me alone? Like, what do people usually say? What's the excuse they give?
Excuse?
What's the excuse for, like, I want to be around you, but I want to say that? Or, like, I don't want to go to this. Or I don't want to be a part of this.
Have a family duty.
No. Without involving family.
Okay, I don't want to go. I don't know. Just give me the sentence.
Keep guessing. Okay, what is ودالنا?
She's really out here trying to teach me. As in, I don't like you.
No.
I don't like doing that. I don't know.
No, it's an excuse. It's a very common excuse. Things.
When you say common, it's common depends which excuse you're talking about. It depends, you know.
It's a word that in fact, it's a sentence I say so often when it's not even true. Like, I'm not this, but I say I am all the time. Do you know what I mean? So hard.
You really dropped me. Like, you say a lot of things and you don't...
Wa means I am.
So I am not bothered. Not in the mood.
Keep going.
Available.
No.
I am. Give me a letter. Oh, sleeping.
No, close though.
I am tired.
ودالنا I'm tired. Oh, I say it all the time.
Right.
It says bah, which is go away.
Yeah.
ودالنا I'm tired.
I don't use that excuse.
See, she doesn't pay attention
boring.
to her friends.
Well, I do. She's not speaking the right language.
Anyways, your turn.
Okay. Preciso de comer imediatamente.
You're taking the mic. You're taking the bees, Lord. Go
Actually-
back to where you came from. Repeat. Run it back.
Come on,
Run it
the
back.
last one you should have known.
Run it,
like,
run it
it's
back.
quite-
Run it back.
Preciso de comer imediatamente.
Documents. Is that right? The last word.
Preciso de comer imediatamente.
No. Slow down.
Preciso de comer imediatamente.
Preciso, like precise,
No.
specific.
No.
Oh, okay. Preciso.
As in like, I can't give you the word.
Okay, give me the sentence again, slowly.
Preciso de comer
De comer.
imediatamente.
In the apartment.
No. Preciso de comer imediatamente.
Imediatamente.
It's actually quite similar to a language. You should know.
I need help. Okay, you have to give me clues. Go on.
It's what I'm feeling right now, bruv.
I don't know. You feel like you're going to eat?
I don't know the way.
Girl, you're supposed to give me some clues over here.
Yeah.
So is it?
It's to do with that. No, what did I say?
Right now, I want to eat.
Not right now. Different word. Come on, it's similar. Honestly, that's the thing with my language. It's so similar.
Immediately, I want to
Thank
eat.
you.
Was it immediately?
I need to eat immediately, yeah.
Ah,
So similar, man. I'm surprised you didn't click on. When I said that, I thought, sugar, she's going to know that word
I'm
completely.
so proud of myself. No, I had no idea what you said. I was literally like, oh, run that back. What?
Yeah, but it's quite similar to immediately. Inmediatamente, immediately.
And the girl, I did not make that
Yeah, that's the
connection.
thing with languages. It just doesn't.
It's different when you see a language written down and spoken.
Yeah.
Because it sounds completely different. But if you write it down, it probably looks very similar.
Very similar.
Okay.
But okay, point to Sam. I helped her massively.
No,
so
I gave
doesn't
you
really
way more
count.
clues. So
That
technically,
doesn't count.
Wait, what? We haven't even done the point count. Like, I'm winning, right? I think I'm winning.
So the first one, we both got a point.
Yeah.
The second one,
It was me.
you got a point. Yeah,
And
you're
this one
winning.
is me. I'm winning.
It's
You
fine,
stop.
guys. I'm bringing my guns next time.
Stop paying attention. Okay.
I'm bringing my guns.
Anyways, what the episode is on.
Duties and responsibilities within your culture.
We're gonna be doing a little deep dive, a little
whoop
and a whoop.
and a whoop.
Into
Splash.
talking about like different responsibilities and like how that stems from how that stems from culture.
Yep.
And then also, I guess, bits of that said culture that we've taken and we haven't taken. Because Nadia was a rebel growing up.
But that had nothing to do with my culture. That's just
And
to do with the person. And that I
beg to differ.
One of the things that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
I hated it. Like, it was annoying.
What?
How girls had to, or should I say, girls had certain responsibilities and duties.
That boys weren't given.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
And
gonna say like an important line that I often have seen shared multiple times, and I really agree with.
What?
You know, it's that mothers raise their daughters and baby their sons. Mm-hmm. I think it's quite factual in the sense of like, I as the oldest daughter was like very much prepared for like the outside world. Like I was taught. I was given responsibility of like everything. I was like, I helped with everything. I was aware of everything. Like, and then, but my brothers weren't. Like my brothers till this day probably can't tell you how much council tax is or what the rent is or like how much our water bill is. Like they're probably clued to those things. But I was clued up and knew that stuff from like a very young age. And it's because I guess it's just the way our parents raise us and what they give us responsibility for. And I'm not gonna lie to you, to a certain extent, I took on a responsibility because I wanted that responsibility. Yeah. Right?
But you learn to get that, you learn to, not to even to enjoy it, but to take it.
No, 100%. Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like in a sense a choice.
It wasn't a choice, and it was a choice.
I heard that we spoke about this before, and it was like, it was kind of like
given to me
because of who you are, because you're the kind of person that, you know, you want to take care of people.
Yeah.
Because you were given that, you kind of like felt like, you know what, I want to do this. Like, you know, I want to.
It is a part of my nature, 100%.
Yeah.
Like wanting to be like in charge, like help and be useful and like support. Yeah, I guess it does. But I think also it comes from the fact that like that's all I was known. Like I was raised in that way, and I was given those responsibilities. And so then when if I didn't have those responsibilities, I kind of felt useless. Yeah. To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because remember the episode we spoke about, like when I moved away and my family household was still running without me. And I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean you guys are all right? Possible? What do you mean you don't need me?
How is that possible, guys?
Exactly. That's like, this house isn't burnt down yet. Damn. Like, y'all can function without me. It was like, and it was a reality check of like, you put so much responsibility on yourself. Yeah. Sometimes like it's imagined responsibility because it's like they can continue and survive like way without
anyone
you.
could. Yeah.
But just sometimes you feel like they can't.
Which me was different. I was just fighting everyone with me.
You said, hell no, I don't want to do
No, my mom, I used to. But my mom was actually quite chilled. It was more my grandma that I had, like, the problem was with. Because my mom, she's quite chilled. She was like, you do you. There'll come a time that you want to do it. So I'm not really bothered.
Really?
Yeah.
There never came a time when I wanted to do it. Like, when it comes to, like, household chores and stuff.
No, but it's not even the time that it'll come. But you have to do it. You know, you can't not do it. Especially when you leave your house quite early, like you have no choice but to learn to clean, to learn to cook.
Yeah, true.
And that's one of the reasons why I feel like things have changed, because a lot of the guys have left their mom's house to move to a different country, and they're by themselves, so they have to do everything. Yeah, you know. So that's very true. I think that's what happened. At least in my culture, that's what happened. I
remember I think when I first moved abroad, right, like, and I was living by myself, it was actually not even like, I think that's when I first started actually cooking at home and for myself. And it's not the same when you cook for yourself and you cook for like for people, right? Yeah. And I remember like I couldn't make like small portions. Yeah. Because I'm just used to making for people. And also I didn't enjoy cooking. I realized I didn't enjoy cooking because I was made to cook. Like I had to, right? Yeah. And it was like, and because I had to, like, I was expected to cook this all the time. And, like, my siblings are so ungrateful because they would always be like, oh, this isn't as nice as mom's. Or, like, oh, why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do that? And, like, I'm like, I was sweating in the kitchen since this morning. And this is how you thank me? Like,
no, I would always... It's true.
So that's the thing, though. Like, it was like that ungratefulness of my siblings. Like, hate cooking. Used to make me so angry. It wasn't actually doing it. Like, I was happy to take some work off my mum, like, and help my mum, and she was really grateful for it. But it was just the way my siblings, I used to find them so annoying.
And, like, younger, isn't it?
And don't get me wrong, like, my mum's cooking is 10-10. Right? Yeah. I'm not trying to compete with that woman, you know? Yeah. So of course, like, I'm not gonna make the same dishes as my mum.
Of course.
Right? But they were just so ungrateful. They would just be like, oh, you should have done this. You should have done that. I'm like, all right, Gordon Ramsay, like, relax. Why don't you hop in the kitchen, whip something up?
Do you think, because we used to have cooking in school, do you think you picked up certain,
God
like...
forbid, nothing. I learned nothing from those classes.
She's talking about from those classes. Food tech. Not just from those classes. I'm talking like in general, because you've been in England for quite a long time now.
Food tech.
Do you think like...
Do you remember what we used to do in food tech?
Listen, I remember what we used to do in food tech. Okay, it was nasty.
I never used to touch anything I ever made in food tech.
The washing in food tech was crazy. Like, I did not understand. Like, I still to this day, I don't understand what happened there. I don't know, like, why they would put everything in the... all mixed together in water. And
this is a British thing, by the way.
Yeah, it is. And they didn't have sponges, by the way. It was like a cloth that they used to use.
Disgusting.
I was like,
So you're just gonna let all this gunk marinate together?
Like, it's gonna... They didn't pass it like for water. Like they washed it on the same place they washed it. They literally, like, they took it out and they put it to dry. And I'm like, you don't pass it. They don't do no rinsing.
Yeah, all I'm saying is anything I ever made in food tech, I never consumed. I never consumed, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I feel like there's certain things that we've learned to enjoy, certain foods that we learned to enjoy, even though at first it was like, not really. Some
yeah, of course. The kind of food
pasties, those cheese and onion pasties and stuff like that. At first I was like, nah, but now like
I love that stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
And like we make them at home. Like I make them at home. Like I'll make like a shepherd's pie, and the family's like, what's going on in here? Like,
I've not reached that level yet.
What's this weird concoction? But it's banging, you know, and like it's quite nice. But it's like, yeah, you of course like
told you she was white.
Being here does massively influence. Nadia, we're Swedish. We're born in Sweden. My mom makes Swedish dishes.
Swedish is one thing, and
my mom will make proper Swedish dishes and be like, yeah, we're Swedish. And I'm like, okay. And I make something like shepherd's pie. I'm like, we're British. We've been here longer. She looked at me like,
is that why you tell yourself? Is that why you tell yourself to make yourself feel better?
We have been here longer. Literally, Nadia.
Colonized.
We're getting on a bit. You know, we're getting old.
Listen, no mention it. Why are we talking about age 4? It's enough.
Oh.
It's enough.
But it's gonna affect like what you make at home, innit? 100%.
True.
Yeah.
I think it's the best. There's a lot of nice things. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I had a Yorkshire pudding for the first time. One of my friends made it.
No. And they're actually not right. They're actually all right, you know.
They're quite nice.
Yeah.
But it was shock in the room, like, oh, have you never ate Yorkshire pudding? Like all of them were just so shocked. And I was looking at them like, it's really not that deep.
Yeah, it's like with fish and chips as well. It's like everyone's like, oh, have you had fish and chips? I'm like, no, I've not really had fish. But the first time I did have fish and chips was in Australia, so it doesn't count.
I've never had a proper fish and chips, you know.
Same.
And it's because the vinegar sends me off. Like,
oh, I like vinegar.
I know you do. You know, you drink it, you put it in your hair, you use it for everything.
I don't drink it, but I do put it on my salad, put it on my hair. Listen, apple cider vinegar is the banging, okay? It is the best.
I'm one of those people that vinegar sends me off. So if I smell vinegar, my appetite's gone. I can't. So like, even if I was like, even I remember like when we used to
I know what I have to do now.
Vinegar. That's actually a great diet trick. I'm not hungry anymore.
It's done. I'm fine now.
No, you do. Whenever you put vinegar in your food, I'm like, yeah.
But it's so nice though.
That girl.
It's nice. It's nice. But I feel like that's definitely like one of the. But we shouldn't be talking about food because it's gonna be a whole different.
Yeah, food is a whole segment in itself, isn't it?
Because it does.
Yummy, yummy food.
However, cooking was definitely a massive responsibility when you grow up in also in an African culture or even in an Asian culture.
Another thing is raising your siblings.
Oh God, yes. Especially yeah. When you have a big family, your parents literally. I think that's the reason why they have more kids. It's to let your kid. It's
a level of co-parenting. No, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I feel like, and I always joke this with my mum, and I used to joke this with my dad as well. Like, is that like I feel like I co-parented my little brother.
But you have,
like, and I have to a certain extent. You have, and I'm always like, I look at my brother. I'm like, I'm also your second mother. Yeah, and you better remember that. Because what is parenting? Parenting is not the big things; the little things that you do every day with that person. Definitely, It's like, I think the thing is, the beautiful thing about having a big family is that like, because you all grow up and you're able to kind of raise each other and teach each other and give your siblings support, pull them up, like ground them when they need grounding. Like it's this thing of like, there's a level of like love and support that your siblings can give you that your parents can never give you because they don't understand, right? And that is also safety because like there's certain things you can talk to your siblings that you won't be able to talk to your parents. Like there's certain things that like my siblings would catch me out on. Yeah, and they will be quiet about it. And they'll be like, and if your parents catch you, I'm a snitch if you don't fix up. I'll be like, oh. Literally, I remember one of my cousins. I don't know what he caught. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna expose myself. But like, I basically you started it. Got caught slipping, and then my cousin, his older cousin of mine, comes to my house. He's like, let's talk. And he's like, I need you to never do that again. And I'm thinking, shit, how did you see me? Where did you see me? What did I do? I'm like, running again. I was like, he's like, I need you to never do that again. And I was like, okay. And it was like, it's between us. I'm not going to tell anyone. But I need you to never do that. I was like, cool. Never did. I'm out, cuz. I promise you. Never did. Never again. I said, never again. Never again, cuz. That ain't me. But it's like relationships like that, like having a big family. Those different responsibilities that like you play as like an older family member to go and like support or like to challenge or like to do these things that like literally my little brother's doing his GCSEs right now, and everyone's like asking, like the entire family is like, oh, how's he doing the GCSEs? Does he need anything? Like, has he got this? Has he got that? It's like everyone's investing in everybody else's life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's what family is, isn't it?
So,
Even though...
And that's a responsibility in itself. Like I have a
Yeah.
responsibility to my nephews and nieces, to my little cousins, to my like aunts and uncles. Like I have all these different responsibilities to all of them. It's like a sense of duty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When something happens, it's like...
Everyone gets together.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
right now, my niece has just been diagnosed with leukemia, right?
Yeah.
And that means that she's going to be going through like chemo
All
treatments.
sorts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is like a long, like they said, like it's going to be like at least 2 years of treatment. So their entire life is going to change as parents, right?
And you guys,
And
as
the entire
family,
time is like, assemble the Avengers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like everyone's around them. Everyone's like, okay, what do you need us to do? We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You're going to take this off your hands. And I think that's really beautiful about having a big family and people understanding their responsibility of you're not family unless you like take on the responsibility. Do you know what I mean? It comes with weight. Like we can be like related, right? And like, but you've done nothing for me. You don't understand the responsibility you have to me. Then like, are you really family? Do you know what I mean? Or are we just blood related, right? And that's when like the other thing of like where like friends become family members. Yeah. Because they're not only understand like their duty to you, they're like they enact on it. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, your sister's going through this right now. She's not asking me this and this of me, but I know she needs it. Yeah. And I'm gonna do it, right? Because I need to get this done for her. I need to make this easier for her, lighten this burden for her. That to me, that's a sense of duty that you take on when you become family. Yeah. Right? It's that responsibility that you have in it. It's those are responsibilities, and I think those are like those are assumed cultures that you build up of like, this is just what we do. This is how we do. Something happens like in our family, everyone raises money, like it's like an immediate thing. And it's funny like how like in our culture that's quite big, basic. But when you look at the culture here in England, it's so different. It's like wow, it's so different, and I guess that's where we were lucky because we were able to have those two sides of the story and be able to be like, wow, like we're actually very lucky that we have that. 100%, man. Like where else do you have like huge? It's different. Like, literally, I think we're really lucky in our culture, in the sense of like, where else would you have people like dropping everything they're doing and just immediately being there, like, putting you at the top of their list because you need to be for now, like that. We don't really have like. There's other cultures don't really have that. No, they don't. And I think it's a really African. I think you know what this reminds me of as well. Yeah, it's the whole debate of like putting your parents in a home. Oh God, in a carer's home. It's the truth. Like I've worked in a home care and it was bad. We don't put our parents in the carer's home, and we never will. And it's not because like like we stay in our family. We feel like why would I? That's my mum. Like that's my dad. Like if they need 24/7 care, then 24/7 care is what they're gonna get. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not a question of like who's gonna do it. It's a question of like we need to get it done. Yeah, and we need to figure out how to do it. But like, and by the way, we're not saying that it's not right because there's a lot of people here that do not have family. It's you're different. Right. You're right, and I think we're lucky in a sense because we have big families. Huge family. Yeah, of course we have people that can take care of us and will want to take care of us. Not everyone, like especially when I work at the home care, like it was even though like there were duties because it's their parents, but literally like they'll come like once a month to visit their mother. Yeah, like it was. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like it's wrong, but it's just how different cultures. But that's a norm to them. Yeah, and it's not a norm to us. Exactly. So like, it almost feels like neglect to us because it's like this person like it's a bad thing for us. Brought you into this world, they've raised you, but also you need to remember that they were raised very different to the way we were raised. That's the way they were raised. They weren't raised in the same way, like, and how full on and involved and like in your face. Because let's be honest, you leave the house. I love and hate that. Probably at 25. Yeah. After you finish university, that's when we normally leave the house. Actually, no, we leave the house when you're like ready to leave the house, whatever that means for you. Especially for a girl, normally when she's married or But English people leave the house, or even should I say European people leave the house. Their kids are about 18. 18. Yeah, I remember one of our friends was like, they sometimes they don't even come back. But that's not like that's just
it's not everyone. Not everyone's like that. I have met a lot of people that, you know, they do go back to parents' house and it's like, yo, it's my house too, you know. But like,
and then they pay rent in the house.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they pay. Oh, that's another one. That's the one that kills me. It's like,
tell me why this girl at uni.
I get it.
Can I give you a funny example? This girl at uni, she was a friend of mine. She was paying rent at her family's house, right? They own the house. They weren't paying a mortgage. They owned the house. Her parents were charging her rent.
No, that's crazy.
When they own the house. I said, that's crazy to me.
But I understand where they're coming from though.
No, I get, teach somebody principles, right?
Yeah.
But don't charge your daughter rent. Like, she's a student.
Yeah.
She's struggling. Like, do you know what I mean?
Nah, these people need to learn though. Need to learn.
I was like, that's crazy. Like, give her a responsibility. Be like, you have to pay the water bill and the electricity bill every month. That's your responsibility. Or like, you have to do, you know what I mean? You have to get the groceries and you have to do this.
Maybe the rent is the only thing she pays. She cooks?
No, she had to get her own groceries. Like, they really was like, we're going to teach you that.
I mean, everything is different. And I don't think there's such a thing as a right or wrong way, you know, to deal with this. I think it's just like different cultures, you know, have different ways.
That's crazy
of
to
doing
me,
things.
Imagine telling my kids like, I would cry if my mom was like, mom was like, Susan, you know what? Cultures are different because I have been paying the rent.
You know, I wanted to go there, but I thought
our cultures are different because you know what it is. Yeah, I feel like for me and Somalis, I know, so I can speak for Somalis. Is like the minute we're able to support our family, like I'm like my mom's like, you don't have to work. Why are you working? I'm working.
Yeah, that's a huge thing in your culture.
Yeah, it's huge. It's like, why would my mom need to work? Why would my dad need to work? If they want to work, they do it for pants. Like they can do it because they wanna like enjoy life. Yeah. But like if I'm able to support my parents, and like we're in a position now, like my brother works, my sister works. My sister's actually back in uni now. But like three of us are working in the household.
So
like,
why would your mom?
Why would my mom need to work? She's done. She can rest. She's a queen.
She's done her bit.
She's done her bit. She's done her little marathon for us, right? Yeah. She got us to where we needed to be, and now it's her time to put her feet up, live her very best life.
That's the responsibilities,
you know? And that's our responsibility. So like, of course, I will pay rent. I will pay this. I will pay that. Yeah. My mom will be posted up in Dubai buying what she wants to buy. Yeah. You know, we'd be like, let me just make the cost of living crisis, mother. Like, I know we said have fun, but we didn't mean that much fun.
She lives in a whole different world.
But she's always lived in a whole different world. Allah Mubarak. Like my dad gave her, I guess, a good lifestyle. Yeah. And I mean, she deserves nothing less. But like,
and that's part of the culture as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, 100%. It is a massive part of the culture. Like my dad always provided, like for the household, anything that was ever needed, he got. Like when it was needed, he would pick up extra work, extra shifts. He would do extra stuff like when it needed to be done. Like, he took that role very like serious. And I guess when my dad left, I kind of internalized that role because I was the first person to like get a job and start working in the household. So I was like, it's fine, we've got this. I'm like in control, and I really took on that. I like shouldered that responsibility like more than I needed to. I noticed that now, like I guess being older with a bit of wisdom, but like it's just it's funny now I think about it. It's like a bit of wisdom. Now I think about it, like my brothers do play a big role. Yeah, and as they should. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I should be living my soft life. Yeah. And they take a big role in like supporting the household and like the family and it's nice to see them in that role because I feel like do you know when we talk about like the like emulating like masculine roles and, I think I really like stepped into the just like being like thinking I need to be the head of the household to a certain extent because we didn't have our dad and it happens naturally, doesn't it? But my brothers, they did their thing. They reminded me that I can just chill and rely on them and trust them. And like fell into like the normal responsibility that I have as a daughter, which is to support my mom and to be like a second parent to my, like as the eldest daughter, I'm a second parent to all my siblings. And like, I think coming back made me really realize that like, okay, that's the responsibility that I have. And that's probably going to happen, you know, when you have your kids. I mean, that's the whole reason why we're going to carry on with the cycle, you know, because no, 100%. And I think someone needs to feel. It is, man. But like your responsibilities are different, I think, slightly. No, because like, I wanted to get out. Like I wanted to get out like straight away, you know, because like my mom. And that's the thing. Like when you're a parent, and especially when you're a parent that has kids, you know, far away, you feel like you kind of like lose a bit of control because like you don't know what's happening. You don't know anything really. Only what you're being told. And I feel like with my mom, like the only way for her to control us was with money.
So for me, because I knew she
wasn't
had that.
here, so she was sending money basically.
Yeah, because I knew she had that. And she used to put a lot of pressure and all sorts. I was just like, you know what? I'm out. I'm just gonna get a job and do my own thing. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because it was just kind of like annoying. Like I didn't like it. I didn't like how I had to like tell them where my money's going. And I'm like, how is that any of your business? Explain.
Well, I see. Even when you're earning your money, my mum needs to know where every penny's going.
Yeah. Well, that's. I guess that's what the culture's. But then again, not really, because I do have a lot of friends that like have that kind of.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because it's different. Like it depends. Like I feel like when I don't know. For me, at least. Because I'm the person I am, I wouldn't like it's none of them business. Like
no, but it's funny because like you
even though my mum
didn't
wants
live
to
with
know.
your mum, right? So like
yeah,
if you lived with your mum,
different. Yeah,
she would be like, oh, another ASOS package.
But do you know?
Again?
Do you know what? I feel like there's a reason why. Honestly, to God, I believe there's a reason why. I didn't know with my mum because I feel like we'll clash quite a lot because we're very similar. We're very similar.
I think you definitely would.
And we would be clashing a lot. I feel like there wouldn't be the kind of relationship we have right now.
No, you do have a good.
Because even though we were far away, we still clashed quite a lot.
My mum's like more blunt than her.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot.
Yeah.
It's actually saying a lot. Like she says what's in her mind without any filter.
And my mum, it's like 10 times worse. But that's the thing.
We
like,
love it.
It's nice you saying it, but when you have someone saying it to you, you know, it's like, first of all, yeah. So for me, it was like, I wanted that responsibility. You know, I wanted to be by myself. I wanted to be, you know, I wanted to have the duty. And it's the whole thing, like, I had my brother here. So I had to kind of like step up as well because I wasn't by myself.
No,
so that
that's
mistakes
true,
I was making, you know, I had someone with me. I couldn't just carry on. You know, I feel like if I was by myself, it would be different.
You'd be like, I'd figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
But you took a responsibility as like being the older sibling.
But it was a good thing as well because that kind of like brought me closer to like, you know, I was able to see a different side. You know?
Yeah.
When you're by yourself, you kind of get a bit, I don't know, like...
Complacent?
No. A snob, I guess.
Oh.
Because, you know... No, but it's true. It's like right now you're saying, oh, your siblings don't appreciate and whatever. But sometimes, they really do. It's just people like show things different. No, and that's what I've noticed, like when it comes with, you know, responsibilities and duties at home. 100%. It's like people show, you know, appreciation in different ways. You know, and if you're not able to see that, if you're not like aware, if you're too much in your head thinking, how they show it, you know, I'm the one that's doing this, I'm the one that's like, you don't really see what's happening. You don't see the whole picture. And it might be small. It might be small. Like it might be small. It might be just putting the bin outside, you know? Yeah. But like for them, it's like, man, I did that.
You're right.
But for us, it's like, you put the bin outside. And that's the huge thing about when it comes to parents and responsibilities and duties. It's like in their heads, it's like, you did this? Are you for real? And in your head, you're thinking, man, I don't do drugs. I'm no drunk. 100%. Like, you know, you don't see me out there doing crazy thing in the streets. Like, I am the perfect daughter. What is your problem? Oh, so you're telling me you want to do drugs? Is that what you're telling me? It's like, that's not what I said, bro. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You know,
you can never win. Don't never start that argument, guys. Never start that argument. You're gonna lose it. I promise you, you'll lose it.
Honestly, like for me, like especially like with my mom, because she was alone. You know, that was her struggle. Like it was like she was trying to catch. Like, why are you up to it? Why are you acting? You know, and we weren't. And I feel like with my brother, it was the same thing. Like he was here, I was here, even though we were both together. But I was here like, is that what you did? Yeah, I see. So then, you know, like it's like Nadia, chill.
Damn, yeah, Nadia, chill.
I mean, like I know, I get it. He's your responsibility and whatever, and you know, and your parent. The first thing,
a little bit too much.
Anything happens to them, it's like
it's on your back.
100%.
Yeah, no, 100%.
At times, she'll call me. She's like, "Where's your brother?" I'm like, "I don't know."
What do you mean?
You live together and you don't know where he is.
If you don't know where he is, who's gonna know who he is? Huh?
Yeah, literally. Like I'm like, Mom, like. It's still morning. It's still like the light is on still. At night, I'll call him to find out where he is right now. Yeah. He's safe. She was like, this is unbelievable. I don't know how you guys deal with this. Like, I don't understand. Your siblings, like, you're meant to know this stuff.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
You know, so it's one of those things, like, responsibilities and duties. And I'm sure that if you speak with someone, like, you know, with someone with a different culture, they'll probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
But it probably be for us, it'll be like, that's not so bad. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know. So I feel like
everything's just slightly different, and everyone has like a variation of like their culture and how they experience it.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like it's a cycle. We always say like, oh, I will never be like my mom, never be like my dad. But if you're not careful, eesh.
Listen, all I'm saying is, there's a weird thing that happens the older you get, the more like your parents you become, and you start to realize like, oh damn, oh damn.
Yep. Yeah. It's like you hear yourself. That happened to me a lot, by the way. A lot. Because me and my brother used to complain a lot about my mom. And I came to a stage that I was starting to become like her.
Oh no.
And like I could hear myself, and then he'd be looking at me, and then we'd both laugh because it was like, bro, chill, like, yo, you're becoming like mom, you know? Yeah. But at the same time, I get it, like, you know, like you understand why they do certain things they do.
Yeah. 100%.
Even though like when you're young, it's like, you're a psychopath.
Man. Some of that wisdom hits you, you're like, oh shit. This makes sense.
But at the same time, you know, you need to remind yourself that you were a kid once, and you know, certain responsibilities and duties, just not cool. It's not cool. Please stop. Slavery's over. But yeah, like, just chill, guys, with the responsibilities and duties. But I guess, like I said, it's part of culture. It's part of growing up. Yeah. It's part of what keeps us going strong, and you know,
we just need to like learn about other people's cultures.
Yeah, I feel like that helps. That helps because it kind of like it takes that judgmental part of it.
Yeah, because you always think the way you do things are right.
Yeah, and it's like the whole thing, like you guys sending money back home, and I'm like, what? They can take care of themselves. But for you guys, that's a massive thing, you know. It's important. It's part of the 100%, and it's not right or wrong.
We need to do a money episode on that. We do have very different.
We will definitely. We will.
Anyways,
but yeah, that is all for today, guys. It has been a pleasure.
There's a lot more to unpack, but we're gonna unpack it.
Yeah, we will, and like there's gonna be.
We're gonna be back soon, love.
Don't worry about it.
We're gonna be back.
Oh, we're back with a lot more.
A little bit.
A lot more in culture. Deuces.